SNL came to play last night as Paul Mescal showed off a completely different side of himself. Here are the highlights and lowlights of last night's Saturday Night Live. Highlight number 1 was Please Don't Destroy. It's about time the boys were back with a new short. I loved how they played off Paul Mescal's natural vulnerability. This had some great turns, and the callback to archery at the end was very clever. Highlight number 2, Gladiator the musical. I thought the tone here was super funny, and it actually had some good songwriting, and the special effects were somehow as good as the actual movie, though the sketch was maybe a beat too long. Highlight number 3 was Heidi and Marcello on Weekend Update. This had a bunch of quotable lines, like scootin' in Laboutins, and I'm gonna show Shabuzi my shapusi, and I thought Marcello was really great at being dead in the eyes. But my favorite sketch of the night was the ear piercing sketch right at the top of the show. This was just simple, silly, character-based sketch writing. Heidi and Emil were both incredible, and the heightening here was absolutely delightful. But a lot of stuff in this episode was working, including the church chat cold open, Paul Mescal's monologue, Ego Wodum in the all-male review sketch, and Ashley Padilla and Keenan in the Italian restaurant commercial. But the last 3 sketches of the night didn't really do it for me. First, the court case. I run kind of hot and cold on Andrew Dismukes, and this one was too silly and broad for my taste. Then Spotify Wrapped. I thought this was an interesting Bo and Yang character, but the sketch wasn't super funny in my opinion, and I think it just wasn't aimed at me. Like, the Tricia Paytas cameo did absolutely nothing for me. And finally, the last sketch of the night with Chalamet and Bob Dylan and all these impressions. They were goofy, and there really just wasn't much there. But in general, I thought Paul Mescal was a good host, and while he didn't play any truly out there characters, he seemed to be having a lot of fun, which led to a buoyant and energetic episode.